Most conversations about healthy aging focus on what you do during the day: exercise, diet, staying active. But what you do after 5 p.m. during the hours leading up to sleep may matter just as much. The evening window sets the conditions for the one process that does the most repair and restoration work in your body: sleep. And how you spend those hours determines how well that process actually works. Here are 6 things experts recommend doing after 5 p.m. to support healthy aging, backed by research and explained in terms of why each one actually matters. Number 1. Switch to decaf after 5 p.m. Caffeine has a half-life of roughly 5 to 7 hours in most people. That means a coffee at 3 p.m. still has half its caffeine active in your system at 8 or 9 p.m. For some people, the half-life is even longer. That residual caffeine delays your ability to fall asleep, reduces the proportion of deep sleep you get, and results in a night that feels complete but leaves you less restored than you should be. The recommendation from experts is to make the switch to decaf or herbal tea around 5 p.m. Chamomile tea specifically has research supporting mild muscle relaxation and sleep promotion. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night is not a wellness luxury. It is a biological requirement. Quality sleep bolsters the immune system, reduces chronic inflammation, improves muscle repair and recovery, and enhances cognitive function. Over time, consistently poor sleep accelerates virtually every marker of biological aging. The evening caffeine cutoff is one of the lowest effort, highest return adjustments you can make. Number 2, take a walk after dinner. A post-dinner walk is one of the most studied and most consistently beneficial habits for metabolic health. One study found that people who did light-intensity walking after meals significantly improved blood sugar regulation compared to those who remained sedentary. That matters for aging because insulin resistance, which develops gradually through years of blood sugar spikes left unmanaged, is a central driver of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and metabolic dysfunction. The secondary benefit is digestive. Walking after eating improves intestinal motility, meaning your digestive system moves food through more efficiently. Given the growing body of research connecting gut microbiome health to overall aging outcomes, inflammation levels, and even cognitive function, good digestion is not a minor benefit. It is directly relevant to how well you age. A 10 to 15-minute walk after dinner is enough to produce measurable effects. You do not need speed or distance. You need movement. Number 3, build a stress-relieving bedtime routine. Chronic stress is one of the most well-documented accelerators of biological aging. It elevates cortisol, which when chronically high damages blood vessels, suppresses immune function, disrupts sleep architecture, and promotes inflammation. Managing stress consistently is therefore a direct anti-aging intervention, not just a quality-of-life issue. The practices that work are varied, and the research supports multiple approaches: journaling, deep breathing, meditation, yoga, and regular meaningful conversations with trusted people all show documented effects on stress hormone levels and sleep quality. The other critical piece is screen management. Blue light from phones, tablets, and computers suppresses melatonin production, the hormone that signals your body it is time to sleep. Dimming lights and putting screens away 30 to 60 minutes before bed is consistently associated with faster sleep onset and better sleep quality. The consistency of your pre-sleep routine matters almost as much as the specific practices in it. A predictable wind-down sequence trains your nervous system to shift into rest mode on cue. Number 4, stay hydrated during the day, but stop fluids an hour before bed. Hydration and aging have a complicated relationship that most people do not know about. As you get older, your sense of thirst diminishes. Your body becomes less effective at signaling that it needs water, which means older adults are at significantly elevated risk of chronic low-grade dehydration without feeling notably thirsty. Dehydration affects cognitive function, joint lubrication, kidney function, skin health, and cardiovascular efficiency. The target for most adults is 48 to 64 ounces of fluid daily, with water being the primary source. The evening caveat is about sleep continuity. Being woken up repeatedly by the need to use the bath fragments sleep and reduces the restorative value of the night. The practical approach is to front-load your fluid intake during the day, taper off in the evening, and stop fluids about an hour before your target sleep time. If you want chamomile tea or tart cherry juice in the evening, finishing it by 8 to 8:30 p.m., if you go to bed around 10, gives your body enough time to process it without disrupting sleep. Number 5, skip the nightcap. Alcohol before bed is one of the most widespread myths in sleep hygiene. It makes you feel sleepy, so many people assume it helps with sleep. What it actually does is suppress REM sleep in the first half of the night, fragment sleep in the second half as it metabolizes, and reduce overall sleep quality significantly. You may log the hours, but you do not get the restoration. Beyond the immediate sleep effects, the long-term evidence on alcohol and aging is increasingly clear. Current research indicates there is no amount of alcohol that is beneficial for healthy aging. Regular alcohol consumption is associated with elevated risk of cardiovascular disease, breast cancer, colorectal cancer, liver cancer, and cognitive decline. For people trying to age well, the regular nightly glass of wine is not a neutral habit. The data on it has shifted substantially in recent years, and what it shows is not favorable. Number 6, have a smart late-night snack if you need one. If hunger arises in the evening, the composition of what you eat matters significantly. A snack built around protein, healthy fat, and a small amount of carbohydrate slows digestion and prevents the blood sugar fluctuations that can wake you up during the night. Registered dietitians specifically recommend plain yogurt as a near-ideal evening snack because it combines protein, fat, and a moderate carbohydrate content in one food. Adding a small amount of nut butter adds healthy fat and additional protein. This is particularly relevant for people with diabetes, where overnight blood sugar drops can disrupt sleep quality and increase morning fatigue. But even for people without diabetes, blood sugar dips during the night are a documented cause of sleep fragmentation. Eating dinner with adequate protein and fiber may make an evening snack unnecessary entirely, as those nutrients sustain satiety and stable blood sugar through the night more effectively. The common thread connecting all 6 of these habits is sleep. Evening choices either protect your sleep or erode it. And sleep is not a passive state. It is when your body runs the processes that determine how fast you age: cellular repair, immune activity, memory consolidation, hormone regulation, and inflammation clearance. Every night of good sleep is a night your body spent doing the maintenance that keeps you healthy longer. Every night of poor sleep is a night that maintenance did not happen. You have more control over how you age than most people realize. Your evening habits are a significant part of that control. One thing worth emphasizing before you go: healthy aging is not primarily about adding years to your life. It is about maximizing the number of years lived in good health, with strong cognition, physical capability, and energy intact. The difference between someone who is vital and capable at 75 and someone who is managing multiple chronic conditions at the same age is not mostly genetics. Research on aging consistently shows that lifestyle factors, including exactly the kinds of evening habits discussed here, account for a large portion of that difference. 6 habits. Cut caffeine after 5. Walk after dinner. Build a stress-relieving bedtime routine. Stay hydrated during the day and stop fluids before bed. Skip the alcohol. Eat smart if you snack at night. None of them are difficult, all of them compound. Subscribe for daily videos. Every day we cover the habits and the science behind how to actually